Rain hammered against the marble driveway of Crestfall Academy. Anthony Reeve, the feared billionaire investor, stood under the canopy, a protective hand on his little daughter Lily's shoulder. She tugged at his sleeve, her small fingers trembling, trying to sign something, but Anthony's chest tightened. He wasn't fluent, not enough, and he hated himself for it. Lily was mute, born with a condition that left her unable to speak. She communicated through a mixture of gestures and child-level sign language. Anthony tried to learn, but between boardrooms and billion-dollar deals, he always felt like he was failing her. Today, she was really upset. He could feel it. "Sweetheart, I'm trying," he whispered, stroking her hair. "Daddy just needs you to slow down." But Lily only squeezed her little fists harder, tears welling in her eyes. And that was the moment everything changed. A car door slammed, footsteps approached, warm and steady. A man's voice spoke gently behind them. "She's signing that she lost her bracelet." Anthony spun around. A tall man in a rain-soaked hoodie and worn jeans stepped closer. His eyes were warm, deep brown, and disarmingly calm. He crouched in front of Lily, and to Anthony's shock, he signed, smoothly, naturally, fluently, "Where did you last see it?" Lily instantly reached for him, relief spilling across her small face as she signed at lightning speed. Anthony stood frozen, the billionaire speechless. This single dad was speaking to his daughter in a way Anthony never could. The man smiled. Okay, slow down, little star. Let me understand, little star." The nickname was so soft, so warm. Anthony felt something in his chest shift. The man turned to him. "I'm Jason," he said. "My son goes here. I used to teach sign language before working 2 jobs took over my life." Anthony swallowed. "You can speak with her?" Jason nodded. "Yeah, and she's brilliant. She said the bracelet has a blue star charm, and she dropped it near the courtyard." Anthony blinked. I didn't know that." Jason saw the raw emotion Anthony tried to hide. His tone softened. "You're doing your best. It's not easy alone." Anthony stiffened. "Who said I'm alone?" Jason just raised a brow. "Your eyes." Before Anthony could respond, Lily grabbed Jason's hand and pulled him toward the courtyard. Jason laughed. Well, orders received. Anthony followed, confused and quietly, deeply touched. They found the bracelet beside a flower bed. Lily squealed silently and hugged Jason tightly, and Anthony felt something he hadn't felt in years. Gratitude, and something else dangerously close to longing. The next morning, everything changed again. Lily refused to enter school until she spotted Jason and his son Noah. Then she sprinted toward them. Jason lifted her easily, tossing her playfully in the air. Her silent giggles, so light and free, cut straight through Anthony's chest. Jason smiled at him over Lily's shoulder. "You know, she wants you to learn." "Really learn?" Anthony exhaled slowly. "I want to. He confessed what he'd never admitted out loud. "It feels like I'm always failing her." Jason stepped closer. Close enough that Anthony could feel the warmth of his breath. "You're not failing," Jason said softly. "You just need someone to show you the right way." His gaze lingered a second too long, charged and unexpectedly intimate. Anthony looked away, his heart thudding. No one ever looked at him like that. Not with softness, not with understanding, especially not another man. Days turned into weeks. Their routine grew natural, effortless. Every morning, Jason taught Anthony sign language while the kids played nearby. Every afternoon, Anthony insisted on driving them home, making excuses just to spend more time near him. Jason teased him about it, and Anthony pretended not to care, but his heart knew the truth. Jason wasn't intimidated by his wealth. He wasn't interested in his money. He was interested in him. The late afternoon lessons slowly transformed into long talks, soft laughter and lingering glances that neither dared to name. Lily noticed it first. One day she signed to Jason, "Daddy looks happy now." Jason's breath caught. Anthony overheard, and everything inside him trembled. He looked at Jason, really looked at him, the single dad who worked late shifts, who smiled despite his exhaustion, who spoke to Lily like she was a miracle, not a burden, who looked at Anthony like he saw the man, not the billionaire. Anthony's voice came out low and shaky. "I don't remember the last time I felt this." Jason stepped forward, slow and sure. You're allowed to be happy, Anthony. Their hands touched light, hesitant, electric. A touch that said, I see you. Want to understand your heart. Anthony didn't pull away. For the first time, he didn't want to. But the world complicated things. Rumors, paparazzi photos, headlines twisting the truth, billionaire seen with unknown man, mystery, relationship. Investors panicked. His board demanded explanations. Jason tried to pull back. I can't let my son or Lily be dragged into this, he whispered, his face etched with worry. Your world is dangerous. Anthony grabbed his wrist, his voice trembling. I don't care about them. I care about you. Jason looked torn. You're a billionaire, Anthony. I'm just a dad struggling to pay rent. The only person who ever looked at me like I'm human, Anthony confessed, the words raw and vulnerable between them. Jason cupped Anthony's cheek, his thumb brushing gently along his skin. You deserve someone who sees you, he whispered. Maybe that someone is me. The breaking point came unexpectedly. Lily had a school performance, an inclusive show with both spoken and signed lines. Anthony showed up, terrified she'd look for Jason and feel abandoned. But when Lily walked on stage and began signing her part proudly, something in him shattered and rebuilt itself all at once. He understood her. Every single sign, 'cause Jason had taught him. Patiently, kindly, for weeks. Tears burned down Anthony's face, openly, shamelessly, for the first time in public. Lily saw him. After the show, she ran to him and signed, Daddy, you learned from me. He hugged her tight. I'll keep learning, always. When he lifted his head, Jason was standing in the doorway watching them, his eyes soft and full of emotion. Anthony crossed the room in slow, determined steps. You changed everything, he said, his voice thick. Not just for Lily, for me. Jason swallowed hard. I was afraid of your world. Then let's build a new one, Anthony whispered, reaching for Jason's hand. This time Jason didn't hesitate. Their fingers intertwined, warm and sure, like they'd always meant to fit. Lily grabbed both their hands, a bright grin on her face. And in that school hallway, amidst the laughter of children and the chatter of parents, Anthony realized something profound. Family wasn't about perfection or wealth. It was about connection. It's about love that communicates even without words. It's a billionaire, a single dad, and a little girl. It's two children who needed them. Together, they walked out into a world that suddenly felt full of possibility, ready to build a future based not on power, but on compassion, on healing, and on finally being seen. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.